what I've actually got here is a radial type engine, which is actually powered by these rare earth cylindrical magnets. So each piston's got one of these in it. What actually takes place here, starting with the actual master piston, which is this one down here, it goes around in a clockwise position to complete one full cycle of the crank arm. Now I've actually taken off the cover now so I can actually show or point out the various parts that make up the little engine itself. Now first of all, you've got the balance weight here, which stops the whole thing from vibrating all over the place. That one there. The little thrust bearing there with its a 4 connecting rods connected to it. Behind all that, I've got 4 little timing switches, 4 of them, which switch on the various, or energise the various coils for the pistons to operate, and of course the actual timing cam there for the switches to switch them on. Here you see the engine operating, as the inspiration was an aeroplane engine. I've attached a fake propeller for effect. The LEDs you see operating, while being an effective light show, also demonstrates the operation of the engine by illustrating the cycle. Using an electronic control box of my own design that uses a MOSFET, I can control the current running into the engine and therefore the RPM. Now what I'll do is I'll increase the actual RPM. And I'll increase it further. And further still. And further still. See, that's full RPM, and the running, I'll turn it down, and this little engine is at this point in time operating on a 12 volt car battery. So one wonders if I was actually increase the actual voltage, obviously you'd get a high RPM. What you're seeing now is a demonstration of the LED display in room light, and turning up the RPM to have it go a little bit faster. And now what you're seeing now is the display now in almost total darkness. Quite a colourful display there. I just did all this just for the effect anyway, just to make it more interesting, the engine itself. Radial little engine there. And now I'm turning it down now, the RPM down now. to a slow idle again. So that almost concludes the demonstration. This is my one of my first engines that I made up. What I call is a coil piston magnetic engine. It uses ring magnets. The actual pistons, of course, are coils. So anyway, now I'll just step up the RPM from idle, which it's doing at the moment. It's got no real practical use, but it's I just did this one out of just idle curiosity to see if it would work. I'm just stepping down the RPM now. So again, it just simply uses the pistons, coils for pistons, and it goes in and out of ring magnets. And this thing here is just a little a timing type switch there, which is operating a little cam there. So it's just using two pistons, one going backwards and forwards. So that concludes that demonstration of that little engine. So now what you're seeing is one of my earlier little two-piston solenoid type engines which operate on again, like the Radial engine, one of these rare earth magnets. Okay. So what the rare earth magnet, of course, is going in and out of these two cylinders there, which when their cores are energised, it thrusts the actual rare earth magnets out to turn the crank arm. In this case, then it's got two pistons there, which one piston turns at one half cycle, and the other piston then turns the other half cycle, and it goes backwards and forwards like that. Also, these are the timing switches here, which again work on these, whether that can be seen on these cams down there. And now I'll give an actual demonstration of it operating. Let's go give it a little bit of a turn. So at the moment, as you can see, it's actually idling. This particular engine, surprisingly, because it's actually, rather than actually having two coils, it's got four coils. While one piston's moving it one way, the other piston's pulling it the other way to complete one cycle. So it uses quite a bit of power, and it's got quite a bit of torque on the crankshaft. This is another brief demonstration of one of my earlier engines, which is a 4-piston vertical type engine. The pistons themselves consist of this cylindrical rare earth magnet, which gives considerable thrust, again like my Radial engine, on the crank arm, which gives it good torque. What you're looking at there is the little tappets along there, which, if possible, underneath there, the little switches which are timed via these little cams there, which push on these little push rods, as can be seen. Inside there is like a timing gear, which of course is time from the crank shaft to the cam shaft, which gives the timing for the pistons to go up and down when the coils themselves are energised. What else can be sort of shown here? Well, what I do, I think I've pretty well much shown what I can show there. What I'll do now is step up the RPM. And a bit further. Further still. And that's about it.